them, and I don't want to cut them, if that makes any sense. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my nail care, or what I do to my nails for my nails to keep them healthy, long, and strong. So I'll be showing you guys that. I will also be showing you guys a little tutorial about a ice cream nail design. So I hope you guys like that. And before we get into this video officially, I just want to let you guys know that my nails, they are not acrylic, they are not false nails, those are my real, natural nails. So, yep, let's get into this video. So as far as my nail care goes, it's nothing really that fancy, it's really simple really. All I do is file, shape, moisturize, and like sometimes clip my nails. In terms of, so let's first talk about filing, or like the shape of the nails, stuff like that. So for me, what I like to do whenever I'm trying to clip my nails, or whenever I file my nails or whatever, I line my nails up like so, where the cuticles are all in one line, and then if one nail is shorter than the other or one nail is longer than the other, then I have to clip it like that. I measure them based on the rest of them. So I always like to keep my nails one length, and if one is like longer than the other ones, then I have to clip that one. They have to be always, like for me, I like to have them always the same shape and size. Another thing that comes with basically the length of my nails is I don't measure them every single day, obviously, but when I do, on like, you know, once or twice, whenever, I like to keep my nails, like excluding my thumb, I keep them like 2.5 centimeters. I like to keep them within that 2 and 2.5. If it goes above 2.5, I do have to trim them. My thumb is different. My thumb is going to be, well, yeah, my thumb is 2.5 is where I basically stop, and I have to trim them if they get any more than that, because if it does get more than that, they are prone, like it's easier to break it, and it hurts like hell when you break it, especially on the skin. Oh my god, it is worse than having acrylic nails. I've never had acrylic nails, I don't want acrylic nails, but the thing, like, I've seen a lot of people with acrylic nails, and oh my god, it's painful to snap a nail. When it comes to the shape of my nail, I like to keep the shape basically one shape for all my nails, and that is like between square and oval. Basically it's a squoval, if that's what you want to call it. My thumb is a almond or an oval at the moment. That's because it was, unfortunately I broke it a while ago. I'm still growing it out. They're almost the same length now, but as you can see, my other thumb is like a square. It's like really, not sharp, but it's like a square look, and my other one is a almond or a oval look. So I like to keep them square with a hint of oval, so I like to file the edges to keep them like that. I don't want it sharp. I never want my nails sharp. So that's how I keep the shape of my nails all the time, and I put a chart in there to show you guys what's the difference. So yeah. Okay, when it comes to filing, emery boards I hate. I do not like the sandpaper cardboard, like dollar store, like type cardboard emery boards. I hate those. They are bad for your nails, they're harsh on your nails, and all that. So I use glass, I guess you could say, emery boards. These are basically much better for your nails. They are a lot gentler on your nails when you are filing. As you can see, one of them was broken, but I'm still using it because it just is amazing still. This newest one, my newer one, is they're both amazing. They're both glass, as you can see, and I just love glass because it feels a lot, it doesn't file you. If you've ever filed your nail with a cardboard emery board, it feels rough and like gritty and stuff. This one is very smooth, and it's easy to file your nails without damaging them. And I always file one way, so I file one way, and then as you can see, I'm also filing the sides of it because I don't want it to be a perfect square. And I also file underneath the corners because I don't want my nails sharp. When my nails the edges of my nails get very sharp, especially when it's like a fresh cut. So yeah, I use those type of boards all the time, the glass boards. The next part in my routine after I usually file them, I mean usually if I cut them, this comes first, then my filing comes second, but I usually don't use the standard nail clipper for this. I actually use a cuticle clipper, which is ironic because I don't use them to clip my cuticles. I like this much better because it's straight, the blade is straight. It helps me to figure out exactly how much I'm cutting off my actual nail. I mean, I'm not going to cut it right now, but you can see I can draw a line across my nail to figure out how much I want to cut. And it's just a lot easier for me to use this. I find it, a lot easier than, I still use the other ones, but I prefer this, the cuticle clipper. And again, I don't use the cuticle clipper on my actual cuticle because one, I have them, but they're very, very small, and I don't really need to cut them, and I don't believe I should cut them, and I don't want to cut them, if that makes any sense. Whenever you go to like nail salons and stuff, they cut them and stuff, and yes, it makes your nail look larger, it makes them look, I guess, like with more polish on them, but I just don't see any point to cutting my cuticles when they look so small, and I can just literally push them back with a cuticle pusher, and that's fine. I don't even need to push them back. They're so small. They're fine. So I always like to keep my nails clean. That's another thing. I always keep my nails clean, like even underneath or whatever. I use an orange stick usually to get stuff out from under my nail, or like a long toothpick, if that's what you want to call it too. They're gentle on your nails. I never try to use the metal. If you've ever seen metal cuticle pushers, they dig in and they take out parts of your nail bed, and it's just horrible. So that's what I use to clean my nails and to push again, I don't really push my cuticles back ever, so even if I do though, I would not recommend the metal cuticle clipper because that is going to hurt your nails. So yeah. So the next part that basically is the most important part of my nail care, I could say. This is the part that I do almost, like I try to do a lot more. Whenever I'm done with clipping my nails, filing my nails, and whatever, I always put oil on them to moisturize. And I use castor oil. A lot of people use jojoba oil or argan oil or jojoba oil. I don't know how you pronounce it, but a lot of people use different types of oils. I'm fine with castor oil for me. It works with my nails and my hair to grow my hair out healthy and stuff. So I just put that into a pen and I put it on the cuticles. I rub it all over my nails, on my skin, and also I try to go underneath my nail, like from the bottom, like so, to get it in different places. And I do that, I try to do that, that's most important. I try to do that at least twice a week. I do that a lot more than filing or anything like that. So I always, moisturize, especially after washing my hands or anything like that, because my hands get really, my nails can get really dry, and that helps breaking it. So you don't want to do that. You always want to have your nails moisturized. So yeah. Now for applying the oil on my hands, as I said before, I use this oil pen, and I basically got this off of, I think it was Amazon. I'm sure you can get them off eBay or whatever you want to go for, but this was like literally a few cents, and I use that all the time. I actually found that idea from Simply Nail Logical. I do watch her, she's hilarious to be honest, but yes. So in terms of my nail care routine, you could say, that's pretty much all I do. All I do on it, I clip my nails, I file my nails, and then I don't buff them ever really, because my nails don't really have ridges, so I don't usually need to buff them at all. And then I just apply the oil. So that's pretty much all I do for my regular nail care, and always make sure that they are the same length, because sometimes if one chips, then I have to trim the rest or whatever. So yep, that's my nail care routine. I hope you guys liked my nail care routine, what I do to my nails, not on a daily basis, but some of the time. So now that I've finished that, now it's time to move on to the ice cream nail design, which is right in the corner there. So that is the nail design I'll be showing to you guys, and I hope you like it. Let's get into this part. So when doing nail designs, I don't usually put a base coat on my nails, but since I've been doing it more often, I do use this UNT nail lacquer peel off base coat. It's just a lot easier for me to continuously change my nail designs. So that's the nail base coat that I use. So I got this off of Amazon as well, and that's the first thing that I put on my nails. Oh, and by the way, I usually put about 2 coats on, one small coat and then another small coat, and that makes it just easier to peel off. The first coat we're going to put, or the second coat you could say, is the natural color, the skin color, or the cone color. This is what's going to represent the ice cream cone part of it. So I'm using LA Colors 619 Color Craze, and this is I like their brand. They're a pretty good brand of nail polishes. They always have good pigments and color range, so that's what I'll be using. Because this polish is a bit light, or it's not as pigmented as I would like, I'm going to add 3 coats of it. Yay, the polish has dried, and now on to the second part of the design, stamping. So this is a Born Pretty Halloween, and Born Pretty is I like Born Pretty a lot. I've used a lot of their stamping plates, their nail sequins, stuff like that, and nail tools. They have a lot of stuff like that. I love stamping. It is so quick, simple, and easy. Now for the black lines of the cone, the ice cream cone, I'm going to be using Sinful Colors Black on Black, I believe the name is. So this is the color I'm using, which is, I also love Sinful Colors, another good brand. Okay, now I'm going to use my white rectangle jelly stamper to stamp the design. I think it just fits this design better. So I'll just stamp that. As you can see, it's clearly on it, which is really good. Then I'm going to simply push it onto the nail, and there you go. The design has been stamped onto the nail. The next part is the ice cream, and for this I'm using China Glaze, also a good brand, and it's gonna be pink, so probably like a strawberry flavor, I don't know. That's the flavor, that's the ice cream we're going with. Now for the drippy part of the ice cream, I'm going to use the dotting tool. I'm using my green dotting tool. It has basically 2 sizes, one on each end, and I'm going to be using the bigger side for the drops. So I'm going to dip the bigger side into the nail polish, and then I'm basically going to put it down on my nail and then quickly swipe up, like so. And this is how you get that raindrop, teardrop, like looking effect. And I'm going to do this I'm going to do 2, I usually do 2 like teardrops, ice cream drops, let's call them ice cream drops. I usually do 2 ice cream drops on each nail, and then on my ring finger I will do either 1 or 3, so it makes it a little bit different from the rest. My accent finger. Then, using a little nail art brush that I have cut to make it a little bit finer, I'm going to basically connect the dots and make it so it looks like the ice cream has been dripping. So we're going to get some of that pink nail polish and paint to connect the dots. Then once you have the basic outline for your ice cream, then you're just going to fill the rest in with the rest of the polish. And there is your first ice cream now. Now let's go on to the rest of them. Now I'm going to go in and just make sure there's nothing on my cuticles, no polish. I'm going in with a cotton swab and some nail polish remover. Last but certainly not least is to finish off with the top coat. Now I like to use all sorts of different top coats, but today I'm going to be using the El Corazon tiny holographic top coat, which is really good as well. It adds a little bit of sparkle. And there you have it, the finished ice cream nail design. Oh, Baba, comment down below, what's your favorite ice cream color? Ice cream flavor. I can't talk. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Comment down below. And with that, that is the end of today's tutorial / nail care. I hope you guys like this little tutorial. Be sure to click that subscribe button and thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. See ya! Bye!